Think you're an expert rider? Let's find out. Most riders think they're better than they really are, but the truth might surprise you. Today we'll break down what separates beginners, intermediates, and experts, and you'll know exactly where you stand. Welcome to another video from Mods and Rides. Alright, let's break it down. When we talk about rider levels, we're not trying to put you in a box. It's just a way to make sense of things so you can focus your efforts where they need to be. We're splitting it into three main categories: nice and simple, beginner, intermediate, expert. These aren't job titles, they're just signposts on your journey. Think of it like learning to weld. You start by trying to run a straight bead, then you move on to different joints. Before you know it, you're building a custom frame. It all takes time. A beginner is someone who's just starting out. Maybe you just got your license, or you've been riding off-road for years, but this is your first time on the street. You're still getting the feel for the clutch, the bite of the brakes, and how the whole thing balances. The world feels like it's coming at you a bit fast. Every car seems like it's out to get you. That's normal. It's about building core muscle memory and getting confident with the absolute basics, making the machine go and stop. An intermediate rider is where most people sit. You've got the basics down. You can get around town without panicking. You can manage a bit of motorway speed. You're not stalling at every set of lights anymore. You feel pretty good, but there's more to learn. Then you've got your expert. This rider is at one with the machine. Relaxed, fluid. They make it look dead easy. They read the road and traffic like a book, filtering through rush hour traffic. Carving up a twisty B-road, they use their body weight. They understand the physics of the bike. They stay calm when things get hairy. That level of skill comes from thousands of miles and a lot of dedicated practice. Now, let's look into these three levels in a bit more detail. So, you're a beginner? Welcome to the club. This is the most exciting and sometimes the scariest part of riding. Everything is new. The weight of the bike, the pull of the engine, the feeling of the wind trying to rip your head off. You're probably spending more time thinking about the controls than you are about the road ahead. You might be a bit wobbly at slow speeds. You might find yourself grabbing a handful of front brake out of panic. And you probably view busy roundabouts with the same sort of terror as a bomb disposal expert views a ticking package. Here's how you know you're a beginner. You worry a lot, which is good in a way, as it keeps you cautious. You might still be stalling the bike now and then, especially on a hill start. Balancing when you're crawling along in first gear feels like trying to walk a tightrope. You stick to the quiet roads you know, and the idea of heading into the city center brings you out in a cold sweat. It's all part of the learning curve, so don't beat yourself up about it. Let's do a quick self-test. Find a big, empty car park. First, can you pull away from a stop? Can you ride 20 feet and come to a smooth, controlled stop without your feet flailing about? Second, can you ride in a dead straight line at a walking pace without weaving all over the place? Third, can you make a simple U-turn without having to stick a foot down to save yourself? If you're struggling with one or more of these, you're definitely in the beginner camp, and that's a brilliant place to be because the gains come thick and fast. Here are your top 5 tips. 1. Live in that empty car park. Practice starting and stopping until you can do it in your sleep. 2. Work on that slow speed control. Set up some water bottles and practice riding figure eights around them. 3. Get silky smooth with that clutch and throttle. It's a dance between your left and right hands. 4. Wear all the gear, all the time. Proper helmet, jacket, gloves, trousers, boots. It's your armor. 5. Get some professional training. A basic rider course is worth its weight in gold. Trust me on that. Right, so you're an intermediate rider. You've put in the hours in the car park. You're comfortable on the roads. You're starting to really enjoy the freedom of two wheels. You're not just surviving anymore, you're actually riding. You can handle the daily commute. You can nip through traffic with a bit of confidence. You don't break out in a sweat when you see a motorway slip road. You've got gear changes sorted. You can make the bike go where you want it to go most of the time. You're in a good spot. The signs you're in the intermediate phase are pretty clear. You're happy riding on most roads. You might still get tense in really heavy traffic or on unfamiliar technical roads. You can perform an emergency stop. Though it might not be as clean or quick as it could be, you're starting to think more about cornering lines, not just getting around the bend. Advanced skills exist. Trail braking. Advanced skills exist. Precise hazard avoidance. Here's your self-test. First, from about 30 miles per hour, can you perform a hard emergency stop using both brakes and stop straight without locking a wheel? Second, can you approach a 90-degree corner, pick a good line, and ride through it smoothly, rolling on the throttle on the way out? Third, can you confidently change lanes in moderate traffic, checking your mirrors and blind spots without getting flustered? If you're nodding along, you're a solid intermediate rider. You've built the house, now it's time to decorate it. So, how do you get better? Top 5 tips. 1. Practice that emergency braking. Go back to the car park and practice stopping from different speeds. Really learn to feel what the front tire is doing. 2. Focus on your cornering. Slow in, fast out. Look where you want to go, right through the exit of the turn. 3. Learn to swerve. Set up an obstacle and practice a quick swerve and recover maneuver. 4. Expand your comfort zone. Go for a ride in the rain or tackle a road with more challenging corners. 5. Get nerdy. Read books or watch videos about traction, about suspension, about bike dynamics. Knowledge is power. Now we're at the top of the tree, the expert. This isn't about having a big ego, it's about having a massive toolbox of skills and the experience to know exactly which tool to use and when. An expert rider is completely in tune with their machine and their surroundings. They are the masters of being smooth, efficient, and safe, all at the same time. Whether they're on a track day or filtering through London, they look relaxed and in command. They make riding look effortless, but that effortlessness is born from thousands of hours of conscious practice and concentration. You'll know an expert when you see one. They handle the bike with a quiet confidence at any speed. On a twisty road, they don't just react to corners, they read the road far ahead, planning their entry, planning their apex, planning their exit for maximum stability and smoothness. They instinctively use their body weight to help the bike turn and stay stable, and they have a sixth sense for traction, feeling what the tires are doing on the tarmac. The self-test for an expert is more about finesse and consistency. 1. Can you ride at speed on a challenging road and still have enough mental capacity left to be constantly scanning for hazards and escape routes? 2. Can you consistently choose the optimal line through a series of different corners, adjusting your speed and position flawlessly for each one? 3. Could you take a less experienced rider out and clearly explain and demonstrate how to perform an emergency swerve or a threshold braking maneuver safely? If that sounds like you, then you've earned your stripes. But the learning never stops, not even for an expert. Top 5 tips to stay sharp. 1. Keep training. 2. Get on a track. 3. Become a master of observation. 4. Mentor a newer rider. 5. Stay humble. Always respect the road. Stay safe out there. So there you have it. Beginner, intermediate, expert. It's not a race to the top. It's not a competition. It's a way of understanding where you are right now and what you need to do next. Be honest with yourself. Don't pretend you're an expert if you're nervous in traffic. Acknowledging your level is the first biggest step. Become genuinely better, become safer, become more confident. That's the foundation. Motorbiking is a journey, not a destination. I've ridden my whole life. I'm still learning. Every time I get on a bike, I learn something new. Thinking you know it all makes you dangerous. There's always a corner to take smoother, a braking maneuver to make cleaner, a hazard to spot earlier. Stay curious. Stay hungry to improve. Use this guide as your starting point. Try the self-tests. Pick 1 or 2 tips that fit your level and focus on them for the next few weeks. Go back to the car park. Set up cones. Practice until it's second nature. Celebrate the small wins. First U-turn without a foot down. The first perfect settle into a corner. Those victories build confidence brick by brick. Get out there. The road is waiting. Be smart. Be safe. Riding is one of the best things in life. It gives a sense of freedom you can't get anywhere else. The better you get, the more you'll enjoy it. It's a never-ending apprenticeship, and that's the beauty of it. Now, stop watching and go for a ride. But before that, subscribe to the channel so we can meet again and talk more about riding. Ride safe.